The room is quiet, held gently by the night. Nothing moves quickly here. Nothing asks for your attention. On the wall nearby, a small lamp glows softly. Its light is warm and steady, spreading outward in a gentle circle. Not bright. Not dim. Just enough to exist. The light does not reach every corner of the room. It stays close to the wall, creating a calm pocket of warmth. The wall beneath it looks smooth and still, its surface softened by the glow. Shadows form naturally around the edges of the light. They do not shift. They do not flicker. They simply remain. Beyond the room, rain falls quietly. You do not see it directly at first, but you can sense it. A soft, continuous presence, like a steady breath outside the walls. The rain does not arrive suddenly. It has already been there. Drop after drop, meeting the night without urgency. The sound reaches the room gently, filtered and distant. It does not echo. It does not demand to be heard. It blends into the quiet, becoming part of it. Inside, the air feels still. Not heavy. Not cold. Just settled. The warmth from the wall lamp rests in the space, creating a feeling of enclosure. As if the room has drawn a soft boundary around itself. You are inside that boundary now. Nothing from outside needs to come in. Nothing from inside needs to go out. The rain continues beyond the walls, kept at a comfortable distance. Your body begins to recognize this separation. Your shoulders lower slightly, without you telling them to. Your arms feel supported, resting naturally where they are. There is no need to adjust your position. No need to correct anything. The wall lamp does not change. Its glow remains constant, unconcerned with time. It does not brighten. It does not fade. It simply stays. The light touches the wall in a quiet way, as if it has done this many times before. The wall seems to remember this light. The rain outside continues its slow rhythm. Not fast. Not slow. Just steady enough to be felt. Each drop exists for a moment, then disappears without trace. There is no message in its sound. No signal to interpret. It does not mark beginnings or endings. It simply falls. Your breathing continues naturally. In and out. There is no need to guide it. No need to deepen it or slow it. It finds its own pace. The warmth in the room feels consistent, unchanging. The light from the wall lamp creates a sense of quiet balance. Light and shadow share the space easily, without conflict. Nothing feels sharp here. Nothing feels unfinished. The room feels prepared, as if it has been waiting. Your awareness begins to settle. Not drifting away. Not holding on. Just resting. Thoughts may still appear, but they move more slowly now. They do not demand your attention. They pass through, softened by the stillness around you. The rain continues outside, steady and patient. The wall lamp continues to glow, offering warmth without instruction. The room holds everything gently. And you remain here, safe within the quiet, with nothing you need to do. The wall lamp continues to glow in the same place. It does not draw closer. It does not move away. It simply remains where it is, steady and dependable. The light feels familiar now. As if your eyes no longer need to adjust to it. The brightness has already settled into the room, and the room has accepted it. There is no contrast to resolve. No sharp edge to soften. The wall beneath the lamp holds the light quietly. Its surface looks calm, unchanging, patient. The light does not try to shape the wall. It does not try to reveal details. It rests there, allowing the wall to exist as it is. The shadows around it feel natural. They do not hide anything. They do not suggest anything. They simply create depth, making the space feel complete. Beyond the walls, the rain continues. You may notice it more now, or less. Either way is fine. The sound is consistent, even, predictable. There is nothing surprising in it. Each drop arrives, touches, and moves on. No drop lingers. No drop demands attention. The rhythm does not change. It does not grow louder. It does not fade away. It stays exactly the same. Inside the room, the air feels settled. It carries warmth gently, without movement. There is no breeze. No current to follow. The air feels as though it has stopped traveling, choosing instead to remain here. You are part of that stillness. Your body recognizes it. Your shoulders remain low, resting naturally. Your arms feel heavy in a comfortable way. Not weighed down. Just supported. There is no tension in your hands. Your fingers rest where they are, curled or open, without intention. They do not need instruction. Your neck feels at ease. There is no effort in holding your head. The muscles there soften on their own, as if they have been waiting for this moment. Your jaw remains loose. Your teeth are not touching. Your tongue rests comfortably. There is no expression to hold on your face. Nothing to show. Nothing to prepare. The room does not require it. Your breathing continues quietly. In and out. You do not follow it closely. You do not count it. It continues without guidance. The pause after each breath feels longer now. Not empty. Not uncomfortable. Just open. There is space there. Space where nothing needs to happen. Your awareness begins to spread out gently. Not focusing on one place. Not drifting away. Just expanding softly. The wall lamp remains within that awareness, steady and calm. The rain remains outside, unchanged. Neither moves toward you. Neither pulls you away. They simply exist alongside you. The room feels balanced. Nothing feels too much. Nothing feels missing. The floor beneath you feels solid. It does not shift. It does not respond. It holds your weight evenly, without effort. You do not need to check your position. You do not need to adjust. The surface beneath you already knows how to support you. Your body settles further. Not sinking. Not floating. Just resting. The rain outside blends further into the background. Its sound no longer stands apart. It becomes part of the quiet itself. The lamp's glow continues to soften the room. Edges appear less defined. Not because anything has changed, but because your awareness has relaxed. Time feels less important here. Moments do not push forward. They arrive, then settle. There is no sense of waiting. No sense of moving towards something else. This space does not lead anywhere. It does not ask for the next step. It simply allows you to remain. Your thoughts slow naturally. If one appears, it does not stay long. It passes through, leaving no trace. There is no need to follow it. Your attention returns easily to the room, to the steady light, to the quiet rain beyond the walls. Everything feels predictable. Safe. Unchanging. The wall lamp does not flicker. The rain does not stop. The room does not shift. And you remain here, supported by the stillness, with nothing required of you, and nothing you need to do. The room remains quiet and unchanged. Nothing new enters the space. Nothing asks to be noticed. The wall lamp continues to glow beside you, its light warm and steady. It does not brighten the room. It does not push the darkness away. It simply exists, offering just enough light to make the space feel held. The glow rests softly against the wall, spreading without effort. Edges soften. Shadows remain gentle. The wall feels calm beneath the light, as if it has learned how to hold stillness. It has done this before. Many times. Beyond the room, rain continues to fall. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. Just a steady presence, layered quietly into the night. Raindrops meet the window one by one, their movement slow and unhurried. Some drops slide smoothly. Others pause, then continue when they are ready. Each one follows its own quiet path. There is no pattern you need to follow. No rhythm you need to count. The rain continues whether you listen to it or not. Inside, the room feels separate from the night. Not closed off. Just gently protected. The wall lamp does not react to the rain. It does not change its glow. Both exist at the same time, without interfering with one another. Warm light. Cool rain. Neither dominates. Neither fades. The air inside the room feels calm. Still. Even. There is no movement in it. No shift in temperature. It feels settled. As if the room has already decided. Nothing needs to happen next. Your body notices this. Not as a thought, but as a quiet understanding. Your shoulders remain relaxed. They do not lift. They do not tighten. Your arms rest easily, supported without effort. There is no reason to move them. No reason to check their position. They already know where to be. Your hands feel warm, fingers resting naturally. Nothing is clenched. Nothing is held. The wall lamp continues to glow, unaware of your attention. It does not guide you. It does not lead your thoughts. It simply remains, constant and reliable. The rain outside continues its slow work. Drop after drop. Sound blending into sound. No single drop stands out. The noise becomes texture, then background, then something you no longer separate from the room. Time begins to feel less specific. Moments do not line up. They do not demand to be tracked. They arrive quietly, then settle. You are not waiting for anything. Nothing is building. Nothing is ending. The room does not expect you to do anything. It does not ask you to relax. It does not ask you to sleep. It simply allows you to be. The wall feels solid behind the light, unchanging and dependable. The window remains where it is, holding the rain at a comfortable distance. Nothing presses inward. Nothing leaks through. Your breathing continues on its own. In and out. There is no need to slow it. No need to deepen it. It finds its own rhythm, matching the calm around you. Your awareness begins to spread, not focusing on one thing, not drifting away. Just resting gently in the space. The lamp. The wall. The rain. All of it remains steady. No surprises. No signals. The room feels complete, as if nothing has been forgotten. There is nothing missing. Nothing extra. Your body responds by settling further. Not sinking. Not floating. Just resting more fully, into the moment. The rain continues outside. The lamp continues to glow. And the room holds everything quietly, without effort, exactly as it is. The room remains just as it is. Nothing has shifted. Nothing has changed. The wall lamp continues to glow beside you, its light soft and steady. It does not flicker. It does not demand attention. It simply stays, holding the space gently. The light spreads quietly across the wall, softening the shadows it touches. Nothing sharp appears. Nothing moves quickly. The wall feels calm and familiar, as if it has held many quiet nights like this one. Beyond the room, rain continues to fall outside. Not hurried. Not heavy. Just steady enough to be present. Raindrops meet the window softly, then slide downward at their own pace. Some move slowly. Some pause for a moment before continuing. Each one follows its own quiet path. The sound of rain blends into the room, never interrupting the stillness. You do not need to listen closely. The sound remains whether you notice it or not. Inside the room, everything feels settled. The air is calm. Unmoving. There is no draft, no sudden shift in temperature or sound. Your body recognizes this quiet balance. Your shoulders remain relaxed. Your arms rest naturally by your sides. There is no need to adjust your position. No need to correct anything. The room supports you as you are. The wall lamp does not change. Its glow remains constant and warm. It does not guide your thoughts. It does not lead you anywhere. It simply remains, allowing the darkness to exist beside it. Time feels less defined here. Moments do not push forward. They arrive and settle gently. You are not counting them. You are not waiting for them to pass. They simply exist. Your breathing continues quietly, without direction or effort. In and out. The rhythm of your breath blends with the room, steady and unchanging. The rain continues outside. The wall lamp continues to glow. And the space remains calm, exactly as it is. The room remains unchanged, but your awareness begins to feel different. Not sharper. Not clearer. Just quieter. The wall lamp continues to glow nearby, its light steady and warm. It does not shift. It does not respond. It simply stays where it is, allowing the room to remain exactly as it has been. Nothing moves suddenly. Nothing calls for attention. The rain outside continues its slow, even rhythm, layering sound gently against the window. Drop after drop, without urgency, without intention. The sound does not rise or fall. It stays level, like a soft surface your thoughts can rest on. Your breathing continues naturally. In and out. You are no longer aware of when it began, or how long it has been happening. It simply continues. Your body feels heavier now, not in a way that restricts movement, but in a way that removes the need for it. Your shoulders sink slightly, as if gravity has become more supportive than before. There is no effort in holding them. No tension left to manage. They rest because they can. Your arms feel distant, as though they belong to the room more than to you. Their weight is evenly supported. Nothing pulls them in any direction. Your hands remain still, fingers relaxed, no longer communicating intention. There is nothing to reach for. Nothing to adjust. Your jaw stays loose. Your lips remain gently closed. There is no expression to hold. No reaction to maintain. Your face feels neutral, as if it has forgotten how to prepare itself. Your eyes rest behind closed lids, unconcerned with light or shape. Even if they were open, there would be nothing that needs to be seen. Your awareness drifts inward, but not toward a specific place. It spreads instead, becoming less defined. Your chest rises and falls quietly. The movement is subtle, almost unnecessary. Your ribs expand slightly, then soften again. There is no pause you need to notice, no rhythm you need to follow. The breath continues without instruction. Your stomach remains calm, neither tight nor loose. It moves only as much as it needs to. Nothing presses here. Nothing resists. Your back feels supported along its entire length. The surface beneath you does the work for you. There is no effort in resting. No correction required. You are not holding yourself up. You are being held. Your hips feel grounded, settled into place. They do not search for comfort. They have already found it. Your legs feel warm and heavy, as if they have released their last responsibility. Your knees remain soft, unlocked. Your lower legs rest easily, free from the need to balance or support. Your feet feel distant now, almost abstract. They exist, but they ask for nothing. The entire body feels quieter, as if many small signals have gently turned off. Not all at once. Not dramatically. Just enough. Thoughts may still appear, but they do not form clearly. They arrive without urgency, then dissolve before becoming complete. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to stop them. They fade on their own, like reflections passing across water. Your awareness returns naturally to the body, then spreads again. There is no single point of focus now. The room, the lamp, the rain, your body. They begin to feel like parts of the same quiet field. Nothing stands apart. Time feels less structured here. Moments do not stack or progress. They exist individually, then quietly release. You are not waiting for the next moment. You are not aware of the previous one. The wall lamp continues to glow, but its light feels softer now. Not dimmer. Less defined. Edges blur slightly, not because anything has changed, but because attention has softened. The rain continues outside, steady and predictable. It does not signal anything. It does not mark time. It simply falls. The sound becomes less like individual drops, and more like a continuous texture. It blends into the room, into the silence between breaths. Your breathing remains slow and even. In and out. There is space between breaths now. Not a gap that needs to be filled, but a quiet pause. A still place. Your body recognizes this pause. It does not rush through it. It rests there briefly, then continues. Your awareness becomes less active. It does not search. It does not observe. It simply remains. There is no need to decide what happens next. Nothing requires preparation. The room feels complete as it is. The rain remains outside. The warmth remains inside. The boundary between them feels stable and safe. Your body continues to release small amounts of effort. Muscles soften further. Not in a noticeable way. Just enough to feel more settled. Your awareness begins to feel wider, less centered in the body. Not drifting away, but no longer anchored to specific sensations. Everything feels evenly distant. There is no urgency anywhere. No signal to wake. No reason to move. Your body understands what this stillness means. It does not need explanation. It knows how to continue resting. The lamp glows. The rain falls. And you remain exactly where you are, supported, quiet, and free from effort. The room no longer feels like a place you are in. It feels more like a quiet condition that continues on its own. The wall lamp still glows somewhere nearby, but its presence is no longer clear. You are not aware of where the light begins, or where it ends. It exists, but it does not ask to be noticed. The rain outside continues, steady and even. Its sound no longer forms patterns. It no longer feels separate. It becomes a soft, continuous layer, like a distant memory, that does not require attention. Your awareness drifts, but not in any direction. There is no sense of moving forward. No sense of moving inward. It simply loosens. Your breathing continues, but you are no longer following it. You are not aware of each inhale, or each exhale. The breath happens, without being observed. The spaces between breaths feel wider now, not empty, just quiet. There is no need to fill those spaces. Your body feels less defined. Not lighter. Not heavier. Just less specific. Your shoulders no longer feel like shoulders. Your arms no longer feel like arms. They are simply part of a larger stillness. There is no boundary between one part of the body and another. Everything feels evenly distant. Thoughts may still exist, but they do not form sentences. They do not connect. They appear as fragments, then fade before becoming complete. There is no need to notice them. They do not stay long enough to matter. Your awareness no longer rests on any single sensation. It does not focus on sound. It does not focus on the body. It spreads thinly, like a soft fog, that fills the space without effort. The room remains quiet. Nothing changes. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. Time does not move forward here. Moments do not stack. They do not pass. They simply appear, and dissolve. You are not aware of how long you have been resting. You are not waiting for anything to happen next. The wall lamp continues to glow, but its shape is unclear. Light and shadow no longer feel separate. Edges soften further. The room feels less like a room, and more like a gentle absence of activity. The rain continues outside, but it feels farther away now. Its sound blends into the background, no longer distinct. It becomes part of the silence. Your body continues to release small traces of effort. Not all at once. Not noticeably. Just enough to feel more settled. Muscles soften without direction. There is no instruction. No guidance. The body knows how to do this on its own. Your awareness feels suspended, not floating, not sinking. Held in place, without pressure. There is no sense of weight. There is no sense of movement. Only a quiet continuity. Breathing continues somewhere, but it does not belong to a particular place. It does not belong to you, or to the room. It simply continues. The mind does not search. It does not ask questions. It does not create images. There is nothing it needs to solve. Nothing it needs to remember. The idea of time feels distant. Past and future do not appear. There is only this quiet presence, unchanging. The rain remains steady. The light remains soft. The room remains still. And none of it requires attention. The room continues to exist, but it feels quieter than before. Not because anything has stopped, but because nothing needs to continue. The wall lamp still glows, its light soft and steady, but it no longer feels like a source. It feels more like a presence that simply remains. The rain outside continues to fall, but it does not sound separate anymore. It blends into the silence, becoming part of the space itself. There is no clear edge between sound and quiet. They overlap gently, without distinction. Your body rests within this calm. It no longer feels heavy. It no longer feels light. It simply feels settled. There is no sensation asking for attention. No signal to respond to. Your shoulders remain loose, but you are no longer aware of them. Your arms rest, but they do not feel like arms. They feel like stillness, that happens to be shaped this way. Your hands no longer register position. They are warm, supported, and forgotten. Your breathing continues somewhere, but it does not feel like an action. It feels more like a background movement, steady and unobtrusive. In and out. But even those words feel unnecessary now. The breath no longer marks time. It does not divide moments. It simply continues, unnoticed. Your chest rises and falls, but the movement feels distant. Your ribs expand slightly, then soften again, without effort, without instruction. There is no pause you need to observe. No rhythm you need to follow. The body knows how to remain here. Your stomach feels calm and quiet. Nothing tightens. Nothing releases. It stays neutral, balanced. Your back remains fully supported. There is no sense of posture. No sense of alignment. The surface beneath you does the work for you. You are not holding yourself in place. You are being held, without pressure. Your hips remain grounded. They feel stable, but you are no longer aware of stability. It simply exists. Your legs feel distant. Not numb. Not heavy. Just quiet. They rest without signaling anything. Your feet remain where they are, but they no longer feel connected to the idea of movement. The entire body feels unified now. Not as parts, but as a single resting state. There is no boundary between upper and lower, inside and outside. Everything feels evenly present. Thoughts may still appear, but they feel incomplete. They do not form meaning. They do not demand attention. They arise briefly, then dissolve, before becoming clear. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to let them go. They pass on their own, like reflections fading on glass. Your awareness no longer settles on any one thing. It does not rest on the body. It does not rest on sound. It remains spread out, gentle and unfocused. The room continues to feel quiet. The wall lamp continues to glow, but its shape feels indistinct. Light and shadow blend together, soft and undefined. Edges feel less important. Nothing is sharply outlined. The rain continues outside, steady and even. It does not feel near or far. It simply exists. The sound becomes more like texture than like movement. A soft layer, consistent and calm. Time feels less relevant here. There is no sense of waiting. No sense of progression. Moments do not arrive. They do not leave. They simply exist, then dissolve. You are not aware of how long you have been resting. You are not aware of what comes next. There is no expectation. Your body continues to release small amounts of effort. Not noticeably. Not all at once. Just enough to feel more settled. Muscles soften further, without direction. There is no instruction. No adjustment. The body knows how to continue resting. Your awareness feels lower now, less active. Not drifting away, but becoming quieter. It does not scan the space. It does not observe. It simply remains. The room no longer feels separate from this stillness. The rain no longer feels outside. The warmth no longer feels inside. They coexist without contrast. There is no need to distinguish them. The idea of time feels distant. Past does not appear. Future does not appear. Only this quiet presence remains. Your breathing continues, but it feels almost imperceptible. It happens without being noticed. The spaces between breaths feel wide. Not empty. Just calm. There is no need to fill those spaces. Nothing is missing from them. Your awareness rests within this pause. Not focused. Not drifting. Just present. The wall lamp glows. The rain falls. The room remains. And nothing else needs to happen. Your body understands what comes after this. It does not need explanation. It does not need instruction. It knows how to continue resting. Everything remains stable, quiet, unchanging. The stillness deepens, not by moving downward, but by becoming more complete. There is no effort anywhere. No signal to wake. No signal to move. No signal to think. Only the steady calm remains, holding everything gently in place. The room no longer feels like a place. It feels like a quiet condition that continues on its own. There is no sense of position now. No clear sense of distance. You are not aware of where you are resting. You are simply resting. The wall lamp still exists somewhere, but it no longer appears as an object. There is no clear shape. No clear source of light. There is only a gentle warmth that does not ask to be noticed. The rain continues outside, but it no longer feels like something happening. It does not arrive. It does not leave. It simply remains. The sound no longer forms patterns. It no longer suggests rhythm. It becomes a continuous presence, soft and unbroken. Your awareness does not follow it. It does not need to. Your breathing continues, but it no longer feels connected to your body. It happens quietly, without observation. In and out. Even those movements feel distant now. There is no need to notice them. Your body feels less defined. Not relaxed. Not heavy. Simply indistinct. There is no clear boundary between one sensation and another. Your shoulders do not feel separate from your arms. Your arms do not feel separate from the space around them. Everything feels evenly distant. There is no center. There is no edge. Thoughts no longer arrive as thoughts. They do not form language. They do not form images. If something appears, it fades before becoming recognizable. There is nothing to follow. Nothing to release. Nothing to hold. Your awareness feels spread thin, like a calm surface, without ripples. There is no movement within it. No intention. No direction. Time does not feel present here. There is no sense of before. No sense of after. Moments do not connect. They appear, then dissolve, without leaving a trace. You are not aware of how long this has been happening. You are not aware of what comes next. There is no expectation. The body continues to rest, without instruction. Muscles remain quiet. There is no effort being made, and no effort being released. Everything feels neutral. Balanced. Still. The idea of posture does not appear. There is no sense of alignment. The surface beneath you does not feel firm or soft. It simply exists, holding without pressure. Your awareness does not rest on it. It does not need to. Breathing continues somewhere, but it feels almost abstract. Not something you are doing. Not something that belongs to you. It simply continues. The pauses between breaths feel wide and calm. Not empty. Just quiet. There is no need to fill those pauses. Nothing is missing from them. Your awareness rests within that quiet, without focusing, without drifting. Just present. The rain continues. The warmth continues. The room continues. But none of these feel separate. Inside and outside no longer feel distinct. Sound and silence blend together. There is no contrast. There is no difference that needs to be noticed. Your awareness does not scan. It does not observe. It does not search. It simply remains. The body no longer sends signals. There is no urge to move. No urge to adjust. No urge to respond. Everything that needs to happen is already happening. Without effort. Without instruction. The idea of sleep does not appear. The idea of waking does not appear. There is no label for this state. There does not need to be. The body understands it. The mind does not interfere. There is no narrative here. No story. No sequence. Only a quiet continuity. The rain does not feel outside. The warmth does not feel inside. They coexist without contrast. Your awareness no longer distinguishes between them. There is no need to stay alert. No need to remain aware. No need to drift. Nothing requires attention. Nothing requires release. Everything remains exactly as it is. Calm. Unmoving. Undisturbed. The room continues. The rain continues. The stillness continues. and nothing else needs to happen.